Kate Paul has had a varied career involving photography, graphics, and scenic paintings. But her biggest accomplishment to date is being an ovarian cancer survivor since 2010. Up next is Kate's story.
Painting has always been here and always will be, and it's just by your own imagination that makes it happen. And then your job is to make the work, and then after that, it's up to other people to respond to the work. You get in real trouble when you start trying to think about what you're doing and how it will be perceived, and second-guessing yourself. I think you just have to make whatever's in your heart to make, and then see what happens, and then it's kind of out of your control. I ended up working in the guild system where older men would teach young upstarts like me in my early 20s anything that had to do with surfaces to paint backdrops for theatre sets. And I started painting anything that wasn't nailed down. And for a long time it was a heady world of two-story entryways and two-story great rooms. But all the time in the back of my mind while I was doing the paid work, when the paid work was done, I would always work on my own work. Because to me, the paid work was, paid training. The more you practice and work at what you love to do, the better you get. And that's what's brought me to today. All that was grist for the mill for my own work. I curate for a little microbrew pub. It's called Liberty Street Brewing. It's in Old Town Plymouth. They have a second floor, wonderful space that I use as a gallery space, and I invite artists to come there and show on an 8-week interval. So I have 6 artists a year. Currently, because unfortunately someone couldn't be there for this particular interval, that's when I usually drag some of my work there. Gilda's Club is a house in Royal Oak that is a cancer support house for the cancer community, for adults and children with cancer and their caregivers. It is a place to go, and they have all sorts of programs from knitting, art classes, yoga, all sorts of different activities there, so that it could be a non-industrial environment. It's a cozy, comforting place to be, and it's free. It is named in honor of Gilda of Saturday Night Live fame, who I understand is from Michigan. But in 1997, when they made this one, I was asked to donate, with the designer that I was working with, the 2-wall mural in the lower level children's play area called Noogie Land. But unfortunately, January of this year, of 2014, they had a faulty sprinkler malfunction or something, and it caused flooding on 3 floors and obliterating most of the murals that I had painted there. So I went and met the directress, who engaged me to come back and make all new murals. So I'm in the process, I'm about 3 or 4 weeks in, of making all new murals and painting like mad. A big fantasy land for the children. So when you walk into this space, you're leaving behind the chaotic world and you're coming into a world full of flowers with little faces and Pegasus and animals and different lands, like there'll be dinosaur land and futuristic world. The reason being is that when you're in the cancer world, no children wants to see children with hair running and playing. So the brief is to make it playful and more imaginative so that we draw attention away from whatever's going on with you. And imagination is a powerful thing, and it's a very healing thing to have something that's playful and not be serious all the time, because a lot of the times the things we go through with having cancer is a very serious business. I'm delighted to be asked back to be able to do this, because I feel like I'm doing it. I'm in the right place at the right time. Because when I painted these murals back in '97 and then in 2004, it never crossed my mind that I would be one of the brethren. So it's just a chapter in the book. It's not the whole book. I'm delighted that I'm able to do this. And in a way, without sounding too boastful, I kind of feel like it's a bit of a legacy for me to give to them, because I'm one of them in terms of having gone through a lot of similar things. So I may not be very good at going to support groups and things, because I didn't feel the need of it personally, but this is something I can give them as being a participant in the whole nasty business. Nothing focuses your mind more than a life-threatening disease, shall we say. But what I learned is that I'm not going to worry about what I can't do anything about. So you just deal with the things you're given, because you never know what you're going to get. Everybody gets some bailiwick, some cross to bear, and you just pick it up and carry on. So I think it's true, you have your moments. I don't show those moments when I'm crying in the bed going, this is terrible. But why stay there? Everything passes, those moments of pain pass, and then you only remember the good stuff and you put aside the bad stuff. And that's what I want painting to do. I want painting to be, it's my own little mythology, it's my own little creation, it's my own little world. And hopefully it'll resonate past me, but I have no control over that. I get the joy of making it, and past that it's kind of out of my control.
To find out more about Kate Paul and all of the other Detroit Perform artists, art events, and art programs, head to DetroitPerforms.org.